You'll see Akeno from High School DxD differently after this. Akeno is the violet-eyed, seductive half-demon from High School DxD, but despite what some people think, she also has an emotional and vulnerable side to her that often gets overlooked in favor of her more, well, let's just say it, her thirst trap scenes. Don't get me wrong, we all love a good thirst trap, and I've included one of those scenes in this video as well. I know what you like. But I'm also going to show you the side of her that will make you fall in love with her on an even deeper level, if that's possible. In this scene, Akeno's painful secret could change everything. Akeno is usually confident, seductive, and commands any room she enters, but in Season 2, Episode 10, we see a sad and insecure side of her. She shows a vulnerable moment with Issei when she tells him about her past. Her mother had saved a wounded Barracuda, a fallen angel leader, and they fell in love, resulting in her pregnancy with Akeno. Akeno then reveals her wings to Issei. One is the wing of a devil, and one is the broken wing of a fallen angel. Akeno hates that she is part fallen angel and is sure that Issei will hate her for it. She talks about how revolting she is because of her unclean wings. She confesses to meeting Rias and becoming a devil because she hated her wings so much. Her eyes fill with tears as she asks Issei how he feels knowing all this. Issei reassures her that yes, he hates fallen angels, but he likes Akeno. With this, we see Akeno's face brighten and her confidence return. And so, of course, in true Akeno fashion, she offers herself up on a silver platter to Issei. What can I say? There's nothing like a little emotional intimacy to get Akeno excited. I can't believe how badly Issei fumbled this. In Season 3 Special 1, we get a little roleplay. Akeno and Rias are both competing for Issei's affection by playing different seductive roles. Rias dresses up as a sexy private tutor with her opes on full display, promising Issei a reward if he passes his test. Akeno takes on the role of a sexy cheating wife whose husband is out of town, wearing an apron and nothing else. The competition between the two becomes more intense as they keep trying to one-up each other, and Issei's favorite depends on who he's looking at any given moment. When asked which he prefers, Issei declares that both are equally irresistible before fainting from blood loss. What's the saying again? If you chase two rabbits, you'll catch neither? Issei should really brush up on his proverbs. In this scene, Akeno's shocking confrontation with her father will leave you heartbroken. In Season 3, Episode 5, after their date, Akeno and Issei return to the Hyodo residence. And who is there but Akeno's father, Barracuda? This guy has the audacity to try and talk to Akeno about her relationship with Issei. Akeno loses it, and rightly so. This guy abandoned her and left her mother to die. Akeno yells at Barracuda to leave, stating that he is not her father. Once he's gone, she falls into Issei's arms, sobbing. Later we see Akeno approach Issei in the room. Akeno then shares some of her backstory with Issei. When she was a child, her black wings were detested and alienated her from others. They even tried to kill her because of her race. After her mother died, Akeno spent her days wandering alone in the forest until Rias found her and gave her a reason to live. I mean, seriously, how does your heart not break for little Akeno? No one really talks about this Akeno scene. We all know Akeno is a badass. Some would even say she outdoes Rias in most departments. I never said that was my opinion, so don't at me. But this scene showed a different side of her. In Season 2, Episode 5, we get to see Akeno kick some butt in Part 1 of the fight against Kokobile. Amid the chaos of battle, Rias knows they need more power to defeat Kokobile, so she instructs Issei to increase their power. Kokobile releases three-headed creatures, and when they attack the Occult Research Club with a fire attack, Akeno swoops in and freezes the flame, causing it to crumble into pieces. After two more attacks from Rias and Konako, Akeno crackles with lightning before she unleashes a blinding bolt that strikes one of the creatures. Issei's sacred gear is finally able to give Rias and Akeno another boost in power, and our girl Akeno brings out an insane blast of thunder that immediately neutralizes one of the creatures. And I didn't expect this next part from Akeno. As the fight with Kokobile continues, Akeno displays an incredible act of selflessness. Kokobile is proving to be very powerful, and he releases a huge blast that's heading straight for Rias. But before it can reach her, Akeno puts herself in harm's way and shields Rias from the blast, taking the brunt of it herself. In this scene, we get an unexpected hero. In Part 2 of the battle, Kokobile's fierce attacks send Rias hurtling to the ground, her body skidding across the dirt. Akeno quickly takes her place, unleashing a barrage of lightning bolts. No one messes with her queen. Sure, they might fight over Issei literally every chance they get, but in battle they are a united front. Even with Akeno's powerful strikes, Kokobile manages to defend himself and taunts Akeno by mentioning the name of her father Barracuda, because who doesn't love a girl with daddy issues? But this just adds adds fuel to Akeno's rage, causing her attacks to grow even more intense. However, she soon exhausts herself and can no longer continue fighting. But she gave this battle her all to help defend the Occult Research Club. And then after Issei thinks about Opes, his sacred gear releases an incredible amount of power. Kokubyo can't believe this, and Issei declares that his sacred gear is powered by sex and passion. Yudo chimes in, how embarrassing. He probably thinks that sounds cool. And Konako agrees, calling him a perv. Literally the only one who defends him is our girl Akeno. She understands men of culture. Finally, Kokubyo is defeated thanks in large part to the unexpected hero, Opes. And all these scenes really help show a different side to Akeno. And in case you missed part 1, you can check out that video here.